Welcome back to Bravo Breaking News. I am your host, Kim, aka Bravo Breaking News on Instagram. And I don't know about you, but I am waiting with bated breath for the upcoming Vanderpump Rules reunion. I mean, we've heard so much news about it. We know that Ariana apparently eviscerates Lala at the end of the reunion. And let's just say at this point in the season, I need to see that because Lala, sorry, she's not doing it for me. But we've gotten even more details about what went down at the reunion, as well as some tea about the rest of the season from Katie and Lala themselves. I'm going to get into everything you need to know, but before I dive in, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any Bravo breaking news. So I'm not sure if anything can quite top what happened at last year's Vanderpump Rules reunion. I mean, let's be real, that was kind of like the TV moment of the century. It will go down in history as one of the greatest pop culture moments. But let's just say that the Vanderpump Rules cast is ready to bring it this next reunion because more details are coming out, including something that happened that has never happened before. So shout out to Reality Blurb for breaking down some of Katie's recent interviews. They reveal, Katie Maloney claims something happened at the recent taping of the Vanderpump Rules Season 11 reunion that's never happened before. During a couple of interviews, Katie, 37, teased fans about what is to come on the reunion and remainder of the season, while also addressing Tom Schwartz's proposition, her relationships with Tom Sandoval and Lala Kent, and revealing if she'll watch the recently premiered Pump Rules spinoff, The Valley. She said, the reunion was emotional. I definitely was a little surprised by some people. Very different from last year. Very different, I'll say that much. Without giving the end of the reunion away, I can't say anything, but I'll say that's never happened before. Katie shared in a video shared by Taste of Reality on Instagram. Then, while appearing on New York Live, she echoed similar statements, saying, there was a lot of tears. I had a lot of surprised faces. I honestly love Katie Maloney's reactions. I mean, they are the memes of the century. She just gives us such authentic reactions that are so meme-worthy. I love it. The article continues, while the seating chart is often an indicator of who was in the hot seat the most when it comes to the Real Housewives franchise, Katie said it doesn't mean as much for the Pump Rules cast, aside from Sheena Shea, who has her good side and always wants to know. She says, I don't know that we think about it as much. I feel like fans get more of a kick out of it than we do. I think I just want to know mostly for like what I'm wearing. I think that's the only reason why it would matter, Katie explained. We all saw that video that Andy posted saying that the remaining episodes of season 11 took off in a significant way. I agree, Katie said in response. It gets fun and ends a little scandalous. There's some heated arguments and some flings that happen. Well, I bet you she is talking about the scene with Tori, which I have a lot of thoughts on. Make sure you guys tune into our Vanderpump Rules recap where we break it all down with our co-host Lisa. She also talks about her relationship with Sandoval. After then noting that when it comes to a future reconciliation with Sandoval, she doesn't think it will happen since her life is pretty good without him, Katie said as she grew closer to Ariana Madix amid season 11. Oh my gosh, definitely. I think we're starting a business together, but also we've been through a lot of the same things, so we have that in common. And I think that's just bonded us. She shared, adding that she recently saw Ariana in Broadway's Chicago. I cried. She was so good. She's so talented and she works really hard. So even though Lala and Sheena are trying to start shit between Katie and Ariana about not telling her about her role in Chicago and other business things, I don't think there's any beef between them whatsoever. They definitely seem to be in a good place. But I'm not sure that's the case for Lala and Katie. Regarding her relationship with Lala, Katie hinted that not all is still well between them. In the moment, it's not fun. We definitely have the same arguing style, I'll say. So we don't back down and it's fighting fire with fire, and it's not fun to watch, she admitted, adding, you'll see if we make up. I don't know if you guys caught this, but Lala did do her gender reveal on Amazon Live, and a lot of cast members and former cast members were there, including Stassi and actually Katie, who I was surprised to see. Speaking of Amazon Live, Lala also talked about the reunion on her Amazon Live gender reveal. She said, I can't give too much away. I will say it was very, very intense. Neither of us raised our voice. There was not yelling at the reunion at all. There were a lot of tears. And they've done something in part 3 that they've never done before. And I think it's going to be a fantastic reunion. From an entertainment standpoint, it will be amazing. I wouldn't say we got into a fight. Not at all. So this is definitely about her and Ariana's altercation, evisceration, whatever you want to call it. She said there was no fighting, but there were a lot of tears and that something happens at the end that's never happened before. I honestly don't have any clue what this could be. If you guys have any theories, drop them in the comments below. I want to know what you guys think. Lala also talked more about the reunion to Entertainment Tonight. In an exclusive interview with Entertainment Tonight, Lala spoke about the upcoming reunion and its fallout. I thought it wasn't a group going into season 11, she shared. I don't know what it's like with the rest of them, but I kind of look at them a little differently. She continued, I feel like these people who I thought were so honest are actually not. I was feeling like, oh, we got some fraudulence in the mix. When pressed on which cast member she was referring to, Lala not so subtly said, there's just something about her. There's just something about her. Or there's nothing about her. You guys make the call. But despite all the drama, Lala shared that she felt she was in the best place with me right now. She explained, I haven't been in that space for so long that even though that reunion and this season was wonky, I feel really proud of the growth that I've had this past year. She added that she felt good about all the anger she was able to let go of. So, of course, the something about her comment could be about Katie or Ariana, but I definitely think it's about Ariana, seeing as Katie was at the gender reveal. We're only a couple weeks past the reunion, and we've heard all of this go down about Lala and Ariana. Even though Lala and Katie are definitely having issues on the show at this point, it kind of seems like they've moved past it. But it does not seem like Ariana and Lala are past it quite yet, because let's be real. Every week, Lala is talking more and more shit about Ariana on her podcast. It seems like every interview, every podcast episode, she is bringing up Ariana and calling her out for any possible thing that she can. So it does seem like Katie and Lala end up being in a good place. However, it's definitely Lala and Ariana that still have issues. And I am just left wondering, what is this thing that happens during part 3 that has never happened before? I mean, is this just more clickbait? Let's be real. Last year, they told us there was this major bombshell that was going to drop, and it was simply Raquel Leviss saying that her and Tom Sandoval hooked up while Ariana was away at a funeral, which we all already knew at that point. So what is it that could be so shocking? Do you guys think it's clickbait, or do you think something really shocking happens that will leave us stunned? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Drop your theories, drop your thoughts, drop your opinions. I'm super curious about what goes down, but I guess only time will tell. I know there are so many more Vanderpump Rules updates to come, so make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss any more Bravo breaking news.